to Psytalks. Today we will be discussing about success or the aspects that propel an individual to attain success. We'll start off with a story of a young boy who had lost his father and left with a lot of debt and the responsibility of taking care of his mother. So the boy thought of approaching the father's employer to ask for some money or for some work. So as he was waiting for his turn, he saw the employer yelling at a man who was unable to pay back his money. He heard the man saying, "If you're a capable individual, you see there's a dead rat, you will be able to sell that and pay back my debt." The boy was caught with this idea and he thought, why not give it a try? So he went and asked the servant there to take the dead rat. The servant did permit and was happy to get rid of it. The boy took the dead rat, went out into the village, trying to sell it off. The initial few people who saw the boy thought, how stupid, who will ever buy a dead rat? But still persisting, the boy continued and finally reached a groundnut seller who was willing to buy the dead rat for his pet cat in exchange for groundnuts. So the boy was fine. He gave the dead rat, brought the groundnuts, and then thought what he could do with it. And then went home, filled a pot of water, and took this to the village entrance where woodcutters came in with the wood. And as you all know, slogging the entire day, they were tired. And they were happy to have the groundnuts and the water in exchange for some of the wood. The boy collected the wood, went to the market, and continued this process. And in time, he grew up to become one of the best sellers of wood in the village. Grew up, in a year's time, he became really wealthy. And he went back to the employer of his dad and gifted him a golden rat. So this is how the story goes. And further, it is also said that the employer gives his daughter in marriage to the boy. Right? So here, there are a lot of aspects when we see in terms of the success mantra which the boy followed. First, he was struck by an idea, although which seemed impossible. He was willing to take up the challenge because something within him propelled him to take on that idea. Right? And then he went out, however absurd it seemed, he was willing to take the risk and go on. And in spite of many people refusing, he was persistent in the idea and finally found somebody whom he could sell off. The deal was not exactly what he had in mind. He didn't get money in exchange, but got something else. He was willing to take on that as well and move ahead and saw where exactly he could place that particular idea. And so he thought of the woodcutters. And then again in exchange for wood, he was able to go ahead with marketing his whole idea and then finally attaining what he wanted and growing up to be, somebody wealthy. So you see the idea of going by what you feel within you, the idea of taking up challenges even when it seems absurd, also being persistent when even others say that it might not be a good idea, and then also working hard and also seeing the right time and frame when to act, right? So these are all the aspects that in this story that we see, which helps the boy attain what he intended to attain. Now that we are all celebrating the festival of Diwali, which also focuses on the success of good over the evil, So I wish you all a happy Diwali and give a thought to all that we discussed. And this idea will be within you. And there is no perfect success mantra for each of us. It will be different, right? It is not, your path exactly won't be the same as mine. But you will be able to discern that from within. Trial and error, a lot of methods, a lot of aspects that would come your way. But then finally you will know what is the right one when you are at it. So all the best with that.